there's this one line called "To Be Honest, I Might Delete the Song Tonight," and I think that's one of the things that I go through as a writer is like there's so much self-doubt and confidence issues and things where you just never think anything's good enough all the time. And I feel like it's like a perfect representation of how I sometimes feel about my work is like never satisfied. And I kind of was like, this is like bad, but I kind of got into a fight with my mom. I haven't told anyone this. I got into a fight with my mom for "Don't Be Sad." And, I kind of wrote this song about the fight. And I was like, literally, I felt like I was the worst child in the entire world because we were just fighting, and it was just the worst feeling ever because I never want to make my mom mad. It was kind of like that feeling of like, I don't know what I can do to make sure to impress you or to try and make you proud. Like it's feeling really hard right now. And that was the kind of line that defined that song. So it was a really cool session. And "Don't Be Sad," by the way.
Amazing. Okay, the second question is also from Canada. This is from Rachel McCrae. How did you find a balance between school and dance, as well as writing and singing your own songs?
It's really hard. I mean, I think because I'm doing school right now, I obviously want to do well, kind of. I think it's hard because I have this like outside job, and like I train every night at dance. So I'm like at dance 4 hours a night, training in ballet and all my favorite styles, and then I'm in writing sessions like 6 hours a day, and then I have to try and fit in writing sessions every random hour, or schoolwork, and it's like the worst thing ever because it just feels like a chore. But I feel like if you put your head down, it'll be over soon because I'm graduating in December, so I'll be finally done.
Amazing. Yeah, I can't imagine how hard it is to balance everything, but you're killing it. Question number 3 is from Emily Moreau. What inspired you to write your new song, "Lie to Me"?
So I've been listening to Ali Gady's music for like a really long time, and I was a big fan of him. And then I remember I went out to DM to like DM him, and I like saw that he had DM'd me in 2017, like when I had first released One Day. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot my shot, whatever. So I went in, I was like, I really want to work with you. We ended up getting on a FaceTime call during quarantine, and then literally just writing the song. It was really funny because I never actually met him until the music video shoot in Calgary. So it was really weird, but I feel like I've been writing a lot of songs with people over FaceTime now. It's kind of the new norm.
That's awesome. Okay. Next question is from Canada as well. This is from Rebecca Goragna. Hope I said that right. You can wave. If you could open a show for any artist, who would it be?
Okay, first off, I love your hair. I've been staring at it since you joined the Zoom call. Second off, probably someone like Post Malone. I feel like that would be so cool.
That would be so good. I would love to go to that concert. Okay, next question is from the U.S. This is from Ariana Carr. Wave. How do you keep writing songs and releasing music and still do things like school and dance?
So I think like kind of along the same lines, it's more of a balance thing, just making sure you're not overworking any side. I think it's a lot, it's very busy and it's draining sometimes, but I think I just think about like what's going to happen after, and once I'm finished school, it'll be done and I can focus on my singing and dancing and don't have to stress about things. But it's definitely been like a lot. Like I'm jamming essays on the plane and like in my hotel room. It's the worst thing ever. So it's definitely been a really bad struggle.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot. Okay, from the U.S., this is from Cameron Schwartz. What is your favorite song that you've ever written, and what is it about, and what was the inspiration behind it?
Ooh, I feel like there was this one song. I don't know if this is my favorite song, but I remember I really liked writing this song. And if you guys know me from YouTube, I used to have a YouTube channel. I had this song called like Dear Person Who Doesn't Understand Me. And I remember I was in a really dramatic stage of my life where I thought that the world was ending and I was just really not in a good place. I think it was more or less, I was going to school for like the first time ever. I used to go to ballet school and I was actually like in a setting, whatever. And it was, I think people had just like seen me on social media. So they knew me as like the person that they'd seen on social media. And didn't actually take the time to get to know me as a person, which is like a hard thing because people can't see you through a screen or don't know you as a person or what you're like, or you can pick up like what they like to do and little things. But I think that's something that is really weird about being online all the time. And so I think it was just like I felt very misunderstood by everyone around me, and it was a really special song to me to sing and write at the same time. So
awesome. Okay. Next question is from the U.S. This is from Emma Lil. Wave. Can you tell us more about the meaning behind "lie to me"?
Okay, so we kind of talked about this. We were discussing a story on FaceTime, what we wanted to actually talk about, and we just literally created a cheating story. I've obviously never been in a relationship, so I make everything up, but it was kind of just talking about someone who had, you heard it through a friend. That someone was cheating on you, and we kind of talked about that whole situation, and then Allie and I tried to take different perspectives on it.
You kind of broke up a little bit on there, but hopefully everyone got kind of heard. Maybe repeat it one more time.
Am I frozen?
No, a little bit.
But everyone just froze for a solid 30 seconds. What was the question? What was it?
The question was the meaning behind "lie to me."
Oh, it was just a cheating song. I literally just created a song about cheating, then I made it up. Allie and I got on a FaceTime call and made up this story about someone who just lied to you all the time. That's why it's called "Lie to Me."
Got it. Okay. Perfect. Next question is from the U.S. as well. Taylor J. Moore. What's some advice you'd give to your past self?
Ooh, past self. I think probably just don't doubt yourself, and there's a lot of times where I feel like I could have said something, or I could have done something, or I could have, spoken up in a situation like in a writing session where you're with adults and you feel like your opinion isn't valid. I feel like there's just a lot of times where you can't doubt yourself because it's what you want to say and it's your vision at the end of the day. And there's so many opinions and people that are going to tell you what's right and wrong. And I feel like you just got to trust your gut on every single thing that comes your way, because otherwise it's not going to be genuine at all.
Yeah, for sure. This question is from the U.S. Anna Danowitz. What song, released or unreleased, was the most meaningful to write?
Oh, most meaningful to write? You Broke Me First was a pretty meaningful one. I think that was just because I felt that one a lot. There was a lot of different... What is that? What is that? Sorry. Someone sent me a package, and when you open the box, their song starts playing. So randomly, it just starts exploding whenever, and I don't know how to turn it off anymore. So, okay, sorry about that. Speaking of what I write, You Broke Me First. I think it was because I wrote it about a whole bunch of different relationships and friendships, and a couple of those friendships that I'd had in the past that you go through ups and downs with your best friends and stuff, and those kind of things hit me really hard, and I honestly put into a lot of relationship songs, actual friendships, not actually people I've dated, because I feel like sometimes it's even worse than breaking up with someone. It's just breaking up with a friend. So
100%. This question is from the U.S. This is from Crystal Gomez. Tate, you have both a competitive background in dancing and a rising background in singing. Can you tell us a little bit about how these two passions came to be, and do you think one does a better job at allowing you to creatively express yourself?
Oh my gosh. This is such a hard question. I could never choose dancing over singing, in a million years. And I think that's just because dancing has been such a huge part of my life forever. And I feel like in singing, as a singer, you can bring your dancing into your singing. Like, they're kind of cohesive. The one thing I do miss is being on, like, break the floor stages, you know, and being able to compete and being in classes. I think that's with COVID, it's been hard with that, just being in conventions and with all my dance friends. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird growing up because you have to make a whole bunch of different decisions about what you want to do and move on from competing and, you know, figure out your actual lane. So it's a lot. The dance world was a huge part of my life, though, and I can never obviously forget about it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you do a really good job at, like, mixing them both into one, like, in your music videos and dancing and stuff. I think it's such a cool element.
And that's what I want to keep doing. Like, so I was on So I Think You Can Dance when I was 12, and the girl who choreographed one of my main solos, like, on the show, she's been my choreographer throughout all my music videos and all my performances. So I've been working with her since I was 8 years old. So it feels like nothing's actually left because she's just been helping me evolve into a different artist.
Right, for sure. And that's, like, so many layers to everything. Like, who's doing that? Nobody. So
Yeah.
Okay, next question is from the U.S. as well. Leslie Zoraga. What's one place you want to go to but haven't been to on tour?
Oh, I'm actually really excited for my next tour. I think, where am I going? I'm going to, I'm really excited to go to Dublin. That'll be cool. I'm just naming off all the names, and I totally butchered them when I was announcing the tour. So I literally butchered every single name that I was going to.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, next question from Canada. Georgina Seifert. What inspired you to post your first song on your YouTube channel?
It was a complete accident. This is the story. So I had a dance video prepared, and I filmed it. My mom had filmed it because she was like filming me do my dancing moves, whatever. And the angle was so terrible. Just like, you know, like as a dancer, you're so critical. It was so terrible. Probably the worst thing I've ever seen. I was like, Mom, I can't post this. This is awful. So I was like at home. I'd committed to posting every single Friday. I was like, I need to do this. You know, I promised them I'm not going to break this promise. And so I was like just panicking. I didn't know what to do. So I went into my room. I was so mad. Like I was just like, oh, Tate, come on. Like it's your third week. Like tighten up. And I ended up writing one day in like 20 minutes. And I think it was like the most random thing ever. And then I came downstairs and I played it for my parents. And they were like, really? You really want to release that? It was like, I don't know. I've never really written a song before. So I kind of just like, all right, whatever, I'm putting it out there. And then it just ended up going viral, which was very weird.
Amazing. That's awesome. Okay, next question is from the U.S. This is from Lexi Desereno. Out of all of your songs, which was your favorite to write?
You wrote me first, for sure. I was really quick. The session was like an hour long, which is very weird. Like, we wrote the song very fast, so that was the best.
I love that song.
Thank you.
This is from Canada. This is from Noreen Barkman. You can wave. Sorry, I hope I'm giving everyone a chance to wave. What is one message you'd give to your fans?
Message I give my fans? Probably, I mean, that I'm just so grateful for all the support. I mean, it's kind of weird to think that people are actually listening to my music and, like, actually appreciating my lyrics, because it's just written about my life. And, you know, you wouldn't actually think that your life is somewhat entertaining. But it's cool to think that I'm not the only one feeling, like, certain feelings. And, you know, when I see you guys comment or you post or even, you know, like the smallest things, you'll share my song, it's, like, such a weird thing because, you know, I just feel validated as an artist that I'm saying the right thing and I'm connecting in the right way. So I'm very, very grateful and appreciative. It's really cool that you guys are actually here and I get to connect faces to, you know, Instagram names.
For sure. Okay, this is the last question. This is from the U.S. This is from Stephanie Montana. You can wave. Very nice last name. Who is your biggest inspiration and where do you see yourself in 10 years?
My biggest inspirations are Zendaya and Dua Lipa. I think they're literally the most classy, educated, beautiful people ever. I love them both, and I will forever love watching their interviews and all their posts and every single performance. So, love them as just like a full person, as two people, I mean. And what's the other half of the question? I have the worst memory ever.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I see myself hopefully just singing and dancing on a stage of some sort. I mean, I just want to release a couple albums. That'd be pretty sick. And then, yeah, make music videos and performances and see what I can do. So.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that was every question that we had time for. But Tate has one last song, a fan favorite song she's going to introduce. So, do you want to do that now?
Okay, I was going to do One Day, but because my voice is wrecked, I might do Ex-Best Friend. Because this is like an OG one that I posted when I was younger. So, okay. I wonder if my name is ever crossed your mind, even for a second. No, it's been a second since we last talked or faced each other eye to eye. No, it's been hectic. Yeah, I should have said this. It kinda hurts 'cause it's insane. Yeah, we walk by and it's like I don't even know you, like I never met you. I see your pictures on my phone and question why we didn't try, but we were just habits. Thought we'd always have it. So to my ex-best friend, the thought I know till the end. Sorry, I know things aren't going as we planned. Tomorrow's ride or die, the one who always knew me right. I would swear it always end up when I really messed up this time. Really messed up this time. What about all the nights when we talk about our lives? We were just wishing, wish I would've listened. It kinda hurts 'cause it's insane. Yeah, we walk by and it's like I don't even know you, like I never met you. I see your pictures on my phone and question why we didn't try. But we were just habits. Thought we'd always have it. So to my ex-best friend, I thought I know till the end. Sorry, I know things aren't going as we planned. Tomorrow's ride or die, the one who always knew me right. You'd swear it always end up you and I. We really messed up this time. God, I sound terrible today.
Oh. No, not at all. That was so beautiful. Such a cool experience. I'm sure all of you guys had so much fun, but unfortunately, it's time to close the show. Tate, do you have any closing words?
Oh, it was so nice kind of meeting you guys. I think you're allowed to unmute. You can say hi and I can hear your voices.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hey. Thank you all so much for coming. This was fun. Hopefully I see you guys at show.
I love you so much.
Oh, I love you.
I love you so much, Tate.
I love you, Tate.
I love you.
I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks for coming.
You inspire me.
Oh, thank you. Aw.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
for you.
Are you sure?
Thank you for this amazing opportunity to like meet you, Tate. Like I'm gonna cry. I love you so
That looks really good on you. My dad wears that sometimes, and it looks better. For sure, looks better on you.
Hey, can you say hi, Aria and Terry?
Yeah, Aria.
Yes.
Okay,
And Terry.
and Cherry Cake. Hi, Aria and Cherry.
Oh, weird.
Amazing. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up now, but thank you guys so much for coming. Tate, that was beautiful. Like, we really got
Clap at Johnny Orlando!
Pardon?
Clap at Johnny Orlando!
Yes.
He got you!
Oh, God. Okay, amazing. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.